Hi there, my name is Shelvin and this is my lovely dog Tully. We're out in the woods today. It's one of the hobbies that we both thoroughly enjoy. I mean, for almost as long as I've had her, we've had her now for almost 5 years. We've gone out on a weekly basis. We've had a hike, we've enjoyed ourselves, we've explored new places. She's chased a few squirrels and rabbits. And she's thoroughly enjoyed herself, and I have too. And I use these times to think, to reflect upon the way the previous week or months have gone. And one of the things that have been on my mind a little bit lately is how many people seem to be dissatisfied or unhappy with their lives or the way that their lives are going. And there have been times when I felt the same way. And it's always come back to one simple thing that has brought me major dissatisfaction. It's the input that I choose for myself, the content I consume, the people I speak to or listen to. And a lot of that isn't always good for you. I mean, I'm sure that everybody this day and age is aware of the trouble in Eastern Europe, as well as the political instability in both the West and the East. And a lot of people use this as an identifying marker to dictate how they run their lives on a daily basis. And I think it's that fear, that constant peddling of fear, potential disaster, danger, that becomes addictive. And we all need to step back from that. We need to stop the endless input. It might not necessarily be that, but perhaps you found yourself scrolling through short format videos on TikTok or YouTube Shorts or something of the kind. And 1 hour, 3 hours, a day might have gone past. And you justify it by saying that it's me relaxing, I'm taking time off for myself. But do you really feel satisfied at the end of that day? Or do you feel like the accumulated weight of all the things that you could have done build up and I suppose ruin your day? And then I'd like to go back to what I was saying about finding happiness. Is I find a lot of satisfaction in unburdening myself with the small day-to-day tasks that we all have. Washing the dishes, mowing the lawn, doing mundane work-related things like sending out dozens of emails or whatever the case might be. But doing those things takes it out of the back of your mind and frees up that mental energy. It gives you the space to do the things that might generate happiness. Now, I've had various hobbies throughout the years, like hiking, for instance, and one of them was woodwork. Now, I annoyed my wife quite a bit once, I think, where I completely filled our house up with cabinets and tables and shelves and little knickknacks that I'd carved and engraved out of wood, and I suppose I got quite good at it. And I had thought that I could likely sell many of these things. People would likely pay good money for it. So I advertised a bit, I expanded my network of friends and family, or contacted them rather. And I sold quite a few things. I think a lot of people got good satisfaction out of purchasing some of the things that I've made. And I got to the point where I stopped enjoying it. I think by monetizing my hobby, something that I dearly enjoyed and sometimes spent hours and days completing just one project, I took the satisfaction out of that. And I dropped the hobby for quite a long time. Never got back into it. I had a good collection of gadgets, machinery, hand tools, chisels, all sorts of bits and pieces, and they just sat there for a very long time. Then we moved to a different country, and recently I got a bee in my bonnet, and I decided I was going to make a small cabinet to dry meat. Now, in South Africa, you call it biltong. It's a way of spicing and preserving and drying out meat ambiently, and it's fantastic. It's not something that's as easily, I suppose, as easy to find here in the UK, but there are a few guys that do it, and I've certainly purchased my fair share. But making that cabinet has been thoroughly enjoyable. It's not finished yet, but I've gotten a lot of satisfaction out of doing that project. And I would like to say to you, distance yourself from the things that are bringing you unhappiness or dissatisfaction. Pick up an old hobby and do it in the right spirit. Find ways to unburden yourself by doing the little tasks and freeing up your mental energy to do the things that truly make you happy, the things that you enjoy and make you feel productive and excited. Now, this isn't the, I suppose, most exciting video. It's not a big ticket conversation about how to change your life and 10 easy steps to achieve greatness, nothing like that. It's a simple message, but I think it's an easy one to get across. It's something that I think we all need to reflect on at some point, because it's a simple way for us to bring happiness back in our lives and distance ourselves from the wealth of negativity that is almost shoved down our throats on a daily basis. And if you think that somebody might enjoy hearing a simple message like this, I urge you to share it to them. If you'd like to engage in a conversation, I'd love to hear your comments. But I'd like to ask that you keep it positive. As I mentioned in one of the previous videos, there's far too much negativity out there, and I've mentioned it here as well, I suppose. So let's keep it polite. Let's foster an environment where we can all come together and have peaceful conversations. Have a lovely day.